That's enough of that.
My new ringtone.
My didgeridoo.
Ask Chat GPT for Joey.
Sweet. That'll burn like 3 acres of rainforest so I can have that.
Joey Lawrence, whoa.
With no pretense, that's how we enter Rabbit Troop Sucks.
So that's how we enter everything. With no pretense.
Burning the rainforest.
Well, welcome back to Rabbit Troop Sucks. We are a podcast about obscure, forgotten about, and often overlooked films. As always, I am Paul. Next to me is Mike.
Hey.
We got Lamar.
Hello.
Jeremy.
Greetings.
Collin.
Yep.
And it is our 3-year anniversary. Thanks for listening to all 3 years, as I know you have been.
Everyone has, yeah.
Thanks.
3 years.
3
Wow.
years.
I
That
know.
is incredible.
I know.
I can't believe I came down here 3 years ago and
We just beat the shit.
he beat the shit out of me.
And he's been trapped down here ever since.
have not been home.
Lamar's
He's the,
actually just
basement
a prisoner.
podcasting gimp.
That is a long period of time, guys.
It is, yeah.
To keep you hostage, it is. Yeah.
It's a long time for podcasting.
I mean, I
too, as
appreciate
well.
the Stockholm syndrome and all.
Yeah.
At first, he was like, no movies. Now he's like, I love movies.
Yes.
I
Well,
love them.
you give me the alcohol, so that's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a good trade-off
Do we need to set up like a GoFundMe to compensate?
for more alcohol. Yes.
he grows his own.
Okay. Grows his own what?
A boy and his brother
Oh,
run
boy.
away from home and hitch cross country with help from a girl they meet to compete in the Ultimate Video Game Championship. The Wizard 1989. And, you know, one of the reasons I picked this movie for our 3-year anniversary is in October of 1985, Nintendo was released in New York in the United States of America. It was very much more released in 1986, but it was released in 1985. And we've been looking
How
at
does it get more released?
It was
Like
a,
it was
there-
released.
Well, there was a
but then it
test
was more
release in New
released?
York.
Yeah,
it was
they
like
had
a limited run.
They had like
They-
12 of them.
Yeah, they saw like what was going to go on. It was absolute ape shit pandemonium, and they're like, get more of these quick. And they did, and that is the story of Nintendo. We've been looking at 1980 films all this year, 40th anniversaries. So I thought it was kind of fitting that, 40th anniversary of the release of Nintendo, where The Wizard is predominantly a commercial for Nintendo all throughout. Maybe Slice.
That's
in those
exactly
early
what it
scenes.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful commercial.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Hey, it's going to wax your tail, Jeremy, all throughout this. California.
California. Oh, take me to the dinosaurs, Daddy.
I want to open up with this trivia because I know I'm going to forget it, and it's in my opening notes. That character Spanky, who's driving a big old truck, it is...
Oh yes.
He's from
I can't,
It's from over
the
the
Arnold
top.
Schwarzenegger movie.
no, I can't. It's Stallone. I can't think of the
Over the
trucking
top.
company.
Hawk.
Hawk, yeah. It's
Orange Hawk.
Yeah, it's Hawk Trucking Co. So there's some kind of tie into Over the Top. Feel free to go back to our
Really?
previous episode,
Yeah.
Over the Top. But yeah,
Well, and
he's
Spanky said he stole it.
nice. So there's like a backstory.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got Hawk's truck.
I wonder how far that legend goes of how far Hawk's truck goes in cinema. Like,
I don't know.
Is there a 2008 movie?
Yeah, is
where
it in
the
other
movie's
movies?
just trucking around? And where's that truck today? I asked this while we were watching. It's probably in a Hall of Fame or in some kind of gallery somewhere.
We've mentioned Mike's 4-inch Hawk all the time.
Hey.
Yes. Did Spanky put a 10-inch Hawk on his truck?
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a Hawk. It was just a corn cob.
I see.
Found in the field. It really didn't have much significance to him. He later stabbed a man and saved his life. But for a while, just
With the corn cob?
he was cobbing around.
No.
Cobbing around Utah. You guys haven't done that? It's like a pilgrimage.
That's all you really can do is cop around Utah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
They got the Mormons out there. They'll kill you.
They
Yeah.
were, Yeah.
Oh wow! Driven through Utah. Just never been attacked by Mormon. Never cobbed around through Utah.
Well-
but
well-
I think that was my mistake.
well,
I wasn't cobbing around.
Wasn't when much like what Jeremy's saying, like with like Morbin factions. If you go a little more to the east, you're going to get into the Amish territory. And cobbing in Utah, Jeremy, is much like Rumspringa. When you just, you have a year to do whatever you wish in the Amish community. So you just
The
go
Amish
cobbing.
Mormons.
They're
killing people
Have
with
you
furniture,
seen the
handmade
pictures of
furniture.
Mike when he was 18 cobbing in Utah?
Yeah.
It'd be illegal if he wasn't on a cob voyage, cob crusade.
I was on a cob voyage.
Mike was up there in Maine with those fucking cranberries and blueberries.
Mike was making his own butter. And I don't mean churning it.
You ever run naked backwards through a cornfield? That's the real cobbing experience.
Do you ever see the stick that they use to churn? Then if you mean churn, then he's making his own butter.
There it is.
Yeah.
You went there. There it is.
Rum Springer. I'm sorry, cobbing. And there's a song about it. Corn cobbing, we're going corn cobbing.
I don't know if there's a song about that.
There can be.
There's now.
Yeah.
There's candy.
There is now.
Yeah,
TM.
Good God.
that was The Wizard.
Yeah.
I really appreciated the 3 years
Yeah,
we've
thanks
all
for
had together.
listening. This is the last episode.
Good movie.
That's right. We've cobbed out.
Full cob.
Yeah.
You never go full.
This is the bookend of Rapid Troop Sucks.
Somewhere in seriousness in this, I have the Blu-ray version of this. There was an anniversary of this, and there are many deleted scenes.
28 of them.
Yeah, and we were holding Jeremy up a little bit because we were watching some of them, and I started skipping over. I was like, I wish we had more time to go through these, but there are extensively deleted scenes. I mean, there was like the first 4 to 5 of the 28 Mike just noted. It would have extended the introduction of this movie by about 35 minutes. Like that's not even like a joke.
Yeah, that's unnecessary.
Oh, it was all unnecessary.
But Rufio's in it.
Yeah, they're going into like Corey, Fred Savage has like all these friends. They're like hanging out at arcades. Jimmy's sneaking over at night.
There's enough deleted scenes that make a separate whole movie on its own,
Yeah.
or just
No,
alter
we don't
this
need to do
movie
that.
and just give it girth like another hour.
Corn cob edition.
Yeah.
Director's corn cob
Common
edition.
girth.
Well,
Exactly.
Jenny does like them thick. So.
Yeah, Rufio, the guy who plays Rufio's in it. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And if you're watching these
Jenny.
deleted scenes, they just kind of feel like you just watched the movie and you watch these deleted scenes and they feel so unnecessary for what they're trying to do.
Yeah, it introduces like 5 new characters, and
It is it's like the Goonies.
Well,
It's,
guys, at the end, like the mom is like a freak out.
man, yeah, she has way
Like a
more
Diddy
lines.
freak out?
Everybody has more lines.
She gets some baby oil from the dinosaurs. They produce their own oil, over time.
We
Everyone
source
oils
oil.
over time.
that's true. I didn't get that deep cut joke there.
I want to talk a little bit about the cast and crew really quick before we go into this movie. But yeah, thanks again, 3-year anniversary. Todd Holland's the director. I don't know all too much about him, except for boom, he directed a ton of Malcolm in the Middle episodes. So very much enjoying that. The writer David Chisholm. He wrote American Gothic, 1995. That's all I really got. Fred Savage, last time we saw him. First episode of Jeremy. Last time we saw Fred Savage. Vice versa, 1988.
Yeah.
Jeremy's debut episode. Go back in time years
There you
ago
go.
now. Vice versa. Clearly known for this, The Princess Bride, Wonder Years. Luke Edwards
Years
plays
ago.
Jimmy. Not really done much. A little big league. Jenny Lewis plays Haley. If you don't know Jenny Lewis, she is the front of Rilo Kiley and a bunch of Jenny Lewis music projects. Jenny Lewis has probably, I would say easily between all of her bands, solo projects, things, 20 albums.
Yeah.
I've seen Jenny Lewis
Jesus,
live.
really?
Yeah. She started playing in Rilo Kiley like really early, like as I think like late teen, early 20s. She's been around for a long time, which is awesome. She's also been an actor. I think outside of this, a lot of TV work, also most notably Troop Beverly Hills from 1989, also the year of this movie, The Wizard, 1989. But yeah, my wife and I have seen Jenny Lewis. She's awesome live. I totally recommend her. Beau Bridges, definitely a bunch of stuff I wanted to note. We're going to see him again. I noted a movie that I almost wanted to go back to back with this, but we'll see him again. Fabulous Baker Boys, most notably. Max Payne, I thought that was funny. Christian Slater, we saw him really recently, a few weeks back. Cuffs, 1992.
Yeah.
Slate's back on the menu. Not Cuffs style. And hey, big cameo, Tobey Maguire. 0 lines. At the end of the movie, you see him look confused and in different directions. But
He was confused.
But Tobey Maguire is in this film. Yeah, and
Did I miss that? I don't remember.
You
Tobey
probably
Maguire.
did.
Blinked and you
missed
would have
it.
missed it.
Yeah, like he's in it for like 5 seconds. I'm not really joking.
He's one of Lucas's friends, but he wasn't in the earlier scene. So it's like Lucas made a friend later
Yeah.
and brought him on, and
The
it's Tobey
special
Maguire.
Will Seltzer replaced Putnam, also Twin Peaks. We noted a lot of Twin Peaks people in a lot of movies over the years. But yeah, again, notably, Jeremy was there, vice versa, 1988. First episode of Rabbit Troop Sucks. Jeremy was a little boy. He was just a little guy.
Yeah.
Didn't know what he was
I
getting himself
talking on a
into.
couple of sticks. I'd taped 2 sticks together, and that's how I recorded my first
Jeremy
episode.
got on. He's like, "What's a movie?" I'm like, "Oh, little guy, he's like, little fella."
Papa, what's a movie?
He's like, I like the moving pictures, and we're like, "Oh, you stupid bitch."
Back when Jeremy
They
was
put me in
Oliver
a, yeah, they
Twist,
put me in the
apparently.
corner.
Yeah.
Like, face the corner over there for five minutes.
Then we showed him all the Saw movies, and he became the well-adjusted person he is today.
You like?
right.
How do you like your Fred Savage, vice versa, or Wizard?
Yeah, which hand do you like him in?
He's doing a thing.
Vice versa is better than this movie, in my opinion.
But do you like your Savage in vice versa, or Wizard?
I don't know.
You
Like,
were wrong.
if I saw Fred Savage get hit by a car, like, I would sleep fine at night.
Would your wife do a narrative over like the Wonder Years? My husband
Yeah,
slept
she-
well that night, extra well,
With the
suspiciously
gruesome
well.
trauma.
Once he learned it, he went out like a baby with a smile on his face. I put a blanket on him. It was 90 degrees that day. Jeremy,
No, I have nothing against Fred Savage. He's fine.
Jeremy, last time, and we've done an episode since, but last time you were with us, you were in studio. You're in Colorado. Do you miss Colorado?
I do, dude.
You were having a fantastic
Which
time.
hand?
I miss Colorado with both hands, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't want to let go, but I had to.
Yeah, the photos you were sending, you were having an amazing time.
Yeah,
out
Jeremy
there.
was rafting. He was hiking.
Went rafting.
He had a smile on
did
his
some
face.
ATVing.
Yeah.
You know,
So
it was a
you-
great time.
You would recommend Estes Park to Colorado visitors, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I rode an elk through Starbucks,
Yeah.
Classic.
and you can only really do that in Colorado. So
They don't let you through the
I recommend
drive-through
you guys get up
otherwise.
there. Yeah,
Unless
I've had a
you're
couple
via
shit
elk.
bumps.
You have to be on an elk. Yeah.
Yeah. Little known fact. Antiquated state law, but, we support it.
Yeah. We do.
We support it hard.
That is
So,
antiquated.
California.
Yeah, I had a
okay.
little hat on.
So we open this movie with Jimmy. He's walking down just a big old highway, and basically a cop pulls him over. And
A plane at first spots
yeah.
him.
yeah.
They're like, "We found him." Cop pulls him over. Is like, "Okay, we got your kid. We're gonna bring him home." Side note again, we watched some deleted scenes. There are so many scenes that would have led to this, and not jokingly, like almost a half hour's worth.
Well, I would like to know how the fuck he got so far down the highway, man.
'cause
Like, I
no
feel
one's
like
paying
he's
attention to
miles
him.
away from his home.
Well, they needed a
Like,
plane
nobody
to find him,
noticed this
so
kid?
apparently.
And Paul, where was he headed?
California.
California.
To meet his
California.
father.
Welcome to California. He was trying to find a dinosaur's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
In
what
which
he was
hand?
looking for.
I'm sorry, but
We need
the whole
both hands for that
California
ass.
thing has just been the
That
longest.
Brachiosaurus ass.
Paul, I've known you so long, decades now, and the whole California thing. It's been your longest. I can't say your longest running joke to
I
me.
haunt Lamar.
But you haunt
I
me
come out of
with
closets.
this with this quote like on a daily basis. That's exaggerating, but a weekly basis for decades. California.
Yeah.
So it's
I feel Mike and I are kind of scarred by it. Like, I
Yeah.
honestly can't hear the word California without hearing it in Jimmy's voice.
Yeah.
Like, someone's
Did
like,
you
"Oh, I want
guys
to."
did you guys get like accosted in California or something?
I got accosted by Jimmy saying it this way for.
They watched this movie more than once.
I saw this movie in the theater in 1980. So this
Wow.
movie came out. So side note, and Mike didn't hear this. You were out of the room for a moment. I looked up when did this movie come out. So I saw this movie in the theater. This movie came out in December 1989. So I either saw this movie in December of 89 or January of 1990. My assumption, I was on winter break from school. This movie came out. Awesome. I saw it. Great. I told Lamar, I was like, we don't always get all of our information from IMDb, but usually just like general information. I just like looked up when did the movie come out. And when I did that, I saw a lot of other countries and their release dates. It's bananas. So again, this movie in the United States was December 89. For a lot of people, again, probably January 90. So somewhere in that. In like Japan, it was released in like 1992. What did you say? It was Sweden was 95?
Yeah, Sweden
That
got a
seems
little
weird.
late to 94, and that was in TV syndication. So it's like they didn't even get it
That
in the
was
movie. They
before
had
the
to,
internet, man.
yeah, they had to wait till like it was on Fox Sweden.
I know, wouldn't it be amazing? Like Fred Savage is still promoting the movie. Like,
Right.
he's like, hi, and he's now like 20 years old. And they're like, oh my God.
It's actually coming out next month in Portugal. He's got to go do it.
Which would be fine. Get the Portugal crowd on board with the
We have a
wizard.
30-year release date planned.
Yeah. It's really going to be big.
Yeah, Jeremy, I mean, when did you think you saw this movie first?
I probably saw this back in 89. Yeah, like 90 when it first came out. I may have seen this in the theater. Who knows? All I remember is that I've seen this movie before, and I haven't seen it since I was a child.
Wow.
Nice. Did it bring back childhood memories of you playing Nintendo?
Yeah,
on
it
that-
did. It like just like the video games back then. Like I'm sure I liked like Nintendo back then. Like we played a lot of Nintendo. I played a lot of Sega Genesis over at Paul's house. We did all
which
sorts
hand?
of video game. Yeah, we did, dude. We had so many hands on those fucking controllers. But like the video games back then,
Yeah.
like when you see them today, you're like, well, it's no Grand Theft Auto 6, you know? Just like this movie, like it's fine, but I don't think it translates well to modern times.
What are you talking about? A bunch of
Unless you're like a Nintendo fanboy.
a bunch
you know?
of children running away, staying in
Yeah.
hotel rooms, junkyards, gallivanting around the country.
I do have questions about the junkyard.
What? Yeah, I don't see how that doesn't hold up.
Like, hey, they built a fucking junkyard along the highway. They just built the highway through the middle.
Yeah. Jerry, I don't see why you don't think this holds up. I think this is what kids are doing all the time. You're 12, 13.
I mean-
hit the road.
We did
Jack.
explore a lot of things when we were young, but I feel like they were within like walking distance of our house. We didn't like go down like railroad tracks for like several states. We weren't in the back of pickup trucks.
You're telling me
with,
this
like,
is not
immigrants
Stand By
looking
Me?
for work.
And Jeremy, that's why you have never competed in a Nintendo Armageddon.
That and you're part of the wrong region of America. You need to come over to the Rocky Mountain region in Utah, where this is apparently rampant in the 90s and 80s.
Just kids wandering the highways, like
Yeah,
looking for fucking.
apparently in all of
adventure.
Utah, you can stop into a truck stop or anywhere and just find adventure or a video game rival and just go at
Well,
it.
I mean, times were different back then. you know?
In one of the deleted scenes where it tries to establish that Corey has like all these friends and they play video games and various other things, these kids come over. They're like, "You got to sneak out. We're going to the arcade." And they're like, this other kid, they're like, "He's loaded. He got like his pay, like his allowance for the week." And he's like, "I have $1.50." And still, I just want to remind everyone listening, in still 1989, you were still paying in quarters at the arcade machine. So that was cool. 6 quarters. There was also like 5 or 6 boys. So everyone was getting a quarter, or one lucky boy, one lucky hunky boy, was gonna get six turns. So regardless, everyone's going to the arcade for 15 minutes.
Basically,
I mean,
Hoorah.
Yeah.
This movie is essentially like a children's Rain Man.
that is perfect. Yes. I agree
That's-
100%.
That's true.
I never heard it put that way. That you can put that on the Wizard, like
Yeah,
The-
like Rain Man.
Nintendo's child's Rain Man.
you can sell tapes of.
Like we have.
Is this
we just
too
have
late to get a
kids
video
taking
game
advantage of a
adaptation?
mentally handicapped kid making them money.
Is it too
I
late?
mean,
Is it
it's
too late
fine.
to get a game out there?
All he's
Wizard.
looking for is that sweet dinosaur ass.
Yeah,
Ah, that,
California. California.
wow.
You can't. That's what
It's his Rosebud, California.
he found a rosebud, all right.
Yeah, California. Well, Jimmy's Jeremy's dead and Jimmy's going home. Jimmy's going to a real home. They go to a psychiatrist and she's like, I think he's making progress. And stepdad named Bateman is like, nope, put him in a home. Christine, who is the mother is she's like, no, I love him. And this guy's like, dude, he keeps running away. There is something to be said about this. I mean, this guy seems like a class A ass clown, but it seems like you guys are like, how is Jimmy getting out? Like Jeremy's question is like, not even how did he get out? How did he get so far? Like he must have been gone for ages. So even though this guy Bateman's an ass, there's something to be said like, guys, he keeps getting out. And he's like, like you who say you want to keep this kid around are not watching him.
Yeah.
Like, so this seems to be a problem. And they're like, nah.
And what happens
Nah, it
when you have a dog that just keeps getting out of the? What's the problem?
Let's call that dog Jimmy. Let's just call that.
You're not closing the door.
Right.
Jimmy's just gonna do whatever he wants. And
I mean, when they
it's been-
send him to the home, it seemed like they closed the front door, put him in a room, and he just watched TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he seemed to do that.
Well, they found the
Yeah,
solution.
when
apparently.
did he start playing video? Did Jimmy play video? I guess I missed the
Ooh,
fucking outtakes.
yeah,
So,
this is
fun
yeah.
story. We don't. So in the movie that Jeremy, I'm glad kind of one of us did not see the deleted scenes because that's a great question. Like, when did Jimmy ever play? In this movie, we're gonna see that the first time we ever see Jimmy play is Double Dragon at a bus depot.
Yeah.
But in the deleted scenes, apparently Jimmy was sneaking over, playing video games, but it seemed like, I am not a doctor. So if anyone's listening to this, like, I don't have this experience, like I'm not trying to diagnose. Even in the trivia is highlighting this is a late 80s movie, and the overview and thought would be this would be somewhere on a spectrum of autism right now. So we don't really know what the diagnosis is of Jimmy, but in these deleted scenes, we're seeing like there's a lot of hesitation that he can't like socially talk to Corey's friends. He doesn't really want to play video games, but then he kind of sneaks in an arcade play. They later bring him home, and then he stays up all night playing. So we just don't really know. But in the cut, if you're just watching the movie, not outtakes, we don't really see him play video games until just a little bit, because now Corey has a plan. He throws some darts at a map, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to just run away. My life sucks. His brother, Christian Slater, who is Nick,
I got to be honest, I don't understand the family dynamic between like Jimmy's mom and this fucking
we
asshole
talked about
dad.
this. That's funny, 'cause we literally talked about this as a group. So Beau Bridges, who plays Sam, he was once married and had Corey, who is Fred Savage, and Christian Slater, who is Nick. Then that woman passed away, I think, or left or something. He then remarried Christine. They had twins together. Jennifer of the twins died. They are divorced, and she is now married, and she has complete custody of Jimmy.
I feel like that happened very
Recently.
quickly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, the ages of the kids, like what you're saying, had to be like slam bam thinking, ma'am, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
now we got this like autistic kid that's great at video games. Let's let him fucking on his own.
And like when
let's
you
let
see
him traverse the highways like
Right.
Forrest Gump.
when you see the pictures of like
Oh,
of
yeah.
Jimmy and the sister, like Jimmy is the age that he is now.
Yeah.
It could have been taken.
No,
that picture
right.
could have been taken yesterday.
Right.
And
So,
we
like,
could have known.
Like his sister died within
Well-
like a year tops.
Yeah.
Which is
And then nobody remembers like this.
And no one's like,
dinosaur
why is this
thing?
kid bummed out all the fucking time?
Yes, at the. I don't want to give it away, but
No,
Yeah,
no
I mean,
one
we've
remembers.
already highlighted the twist of
Fuck.
the movie. Like, why is Jimmy so quiet? He always has a lunchbox.
Right, like
What's going
no one
on?
looked in the fucking lunchbox.
Like,
all these doctors were like, what's wrong with him? There's no way of telling.
Yeah, and so we find
no way
out
to
throughout
know.
the movie that he was ultimately like glue with his sister. They did everything together, and they went go swimming in the river, and she drowned.
I'm actually glad that we're highlighting this now because this problem could have been addressed early instead of just this whole movie
Well,
just gone on. And
But
we're just
how
like-
would I have learned
like,
about Nintendo?
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
true.
Yeah, I feel like the most important thing about this movie was glossed over for like maybe 50 seconds throughout the entire movie.
Correct.
Yeah. But I think they really, I kind of disagree that they should have done it at the beginning because the only emotional weight of this movie happens in the last like 2 minutes. Yeah. And if they tried to spread that out, it would lose its punch.
We saw that kind of displayed through the deleted scenes, but I get what you're going for. Yeah,
For sure.
Colin, in which hand?
both or all three.
Show me, and I'll let you know when you get there.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, well, Corey develops a plan. I'm getting the hell out of here. Life sucks. Nick is always like going out like in the truck. We find out in deleted scenes, Nick's going out and just getting super blasted. Like Nick's not like taking the truck and going out and like in the mud. He's like going out and just getting wasted with his friends.
Yeah. It's interesting seeing that in the deleted scenes because like it's kind of alluded to that Corey thinks his life sucks, but we don't see it. We see him having like kind of a goofball brother and like a not totally unsupportive father.
Yeah.
Dude, they
he's like, "Fuck
fucking
you
head
guys."
out like they head out on this adventure like within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of this
in other
movie. So,
deleted
like,
scenes, it's very clear like Beau Bridges is just drinking himself to sleep on a
Right.
couch. Like he's just surrounded by like newspapers that he's using as a blanket and like
Things
empty
would
beer
make-
cans.
I mean, I'm glad we didn't have to watch it in the movie because it was
Oh,
kind of
God,
a bummer.
yeah.
But also, it explains Corey's motivation for wanting to leave.
There's kind of a
And his love of
montage.
the ho-hos.
There's kind of a montage of Corey just sitting on his bed, and there's like sounds of his dad and mom just arguing, but it's like 20 seconds, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
So Nintendo is like, hey, we want to make a movie. We want to fucking make a movie that like will bring families together so that they buy our system. But could we add like family trauma and alcoholism undertones to it? Just like brief glimpses of it. But like, let's make sure that we focus on other things too. Like,
Yeah.
Are you
specifically the power?
unaware that's the exact backstory of Ninja Gaiden?
I want to make a
sounds
game
right,
about ninjas, but the alcoholism has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, god damn it.
Well,
All right.
when we loaded up the extras disc, it like kind of rolled into this interview with some old bastard. He's like, they came to me and they said, we want to make Karate Kid, but with Nintendo. And I was like, I don't know what Nintendo is. And then we stopped watching that
Well,
video.
guys, think about it.
I'm so glad we watched it.
It was fucking
I'm
stupid.
so glad we stopped at
Yeah.
that time.
So think about a bit of the evolution about this. Like almost jokes aside, like exactly what Jeremy said. Like Nintendo's like, this is what we want to do.
I'd like
And
to
then-
make a commercial. Can you
right.
pay me for that?
And they're like, what? Like drinking? Your son's a drunk? Like what? Like you're deleting all these scenes? Like what the hell? But think about this. So Nintendo sees this movie, comes out 89, 90. I don't remember when Super Mario Brothers, the movie, comes out, like the live action one.
Oh.
This is like those two movies explain a lot why Nintendo is like super hesitant about releasing their IP into like other movies. Like even in Wreck-It Ralph, Jeremy, have you seen either of the Wreck-It Ralph movies?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's like some Nintendo references, but they're done sparingly. And I really feel Nintendo is very hands-on about what they're like willing to let people do. Probably because of that. They're like, first we got this guy talking about his drunk family and the wizard and Putnam tracking down kids. Then they saw the disaster that's Super Mario the movie, and I'm sure everyone's like, we're done. Like, nope. No one's using our IP. Get out of here. Like, go to hell.
The
Smart move.
wizard ruined it for everything.
Yeah.
And Double Dragon.
That's not Nintendo.
Oh my.
Yeah, it is.
That is not a Nintendo game. That's not a Nintendo IP.
I think that's
Sega.
That's
Data
Konami,
That's not
isn't
Sega.
it?
That
Data East or Tecmo.
yeah, I think it's Data East.
Oh.
Data East sounds too
Data
generic. I think it
East.
might be Tecmo.
With all of these computers around us, how can we ever find this
That's
out? But
true,
it's
I know.
Double Dragon is absolutely not a Nintendo IP. It's on Nintendo.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Like, it's on Nintendo.
It was a
Oh,
Nintendo
yeah.
game.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't
it
a- okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I was like, it was literally the first game you
No,
played.
no, I'm saying like that was also on Sega, on computers, various other things. It just like was not released. So I mean, like specifically Nintendo IP, Zelda, Metroid, Mario. Like I feel they are very protective, and these are probably reasons why. Like you sons of bitches.
I completely agree with you. Like they made a movie, Nintendo saw the movie. They're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
I can't
Like
imagine.
this is
that Nintendo
supposed to
didn't
be like
sign
some
this off.
whimsical kid adventure, not him fucking like running away from his alcoholic brother and father and his like autistic.
Well, I think the win for Nintendo was this probably promoted the hell out of Super Mario 3.
Oh, yeah.
So I even noted to these
Yeah.
guys. So Super Mario 3 I saw in this movie. Then my family and I was on some kind of small like, vacation, and I remember my brother, it was like I was swimming in a hotel pool. My brother's like, there's like 4 video games in this other room. And one of them was a Play Choice 10, which they actually show in a lobby of a hotel here. And one of the games was Super Mario 3. They're all Play Choice 10 Nintendo games. You can play Metroid, Mario, whatever. But Mario 3 was one of them, and it was before the game ever came out. And I was like, oh my God. And my brother and I, much like that chump kid who's like, I got $1.50. Like, that's how much we
Dear
each
Lord.
had. And we dumped it in. So, like, we played Super Mario 3 for the next, like, I'd say conservatively an hour between us both. But, like, it was before anyone had ever done it. And I was like, oh my God.
Nice.
Crazy. And then clearly this game was featured at the end of this movie. So I feel like Nintendo might have thought mixed bag. Maybe that's when they're like, all right, we'll do a Super Mario movie and that's going to even everything out. Then they're like, my God, I'm donezo. Sayonara.
Shit, that is fantastic.
I mean, that's my guess. They're probably like, you Americans, you ruined it all.
Yeah.
I don't know. They
Probably
had
what
to have
happened.
signed off on it.
I would think so
Well,
too.
Mike, I would assume they would sign off on just like a general script and the idea that they could showcase what some of those games were. Like, we're going to show them playing Mario and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, that's cool.
Yeah, I can't
But then
imagine,
they saw it and they're like, oh, no.
I can't imagine a company like Nintendo was like, you can give a preview to our biggest game ever and just do whatever you want. Like, you have full permission.
Well, I'm just thinking
without, like, I'm sure a lawyer looked at it after it was made and was like, okay.
But just think this is like 35 years ago. So they're probably like, oh, yeah, like cinema, weird, cool. But then they saw their.
Are you positing that cinema was a new concept to people in 1980?
No, I'm just like, but integrating like video games
Sure.
into cinema, they're probably like, yeah, people are just going to see our games played. But then they're like, oh my God.
But what if it had been like, I don't know, like a snuff film with.
I know where you're going.
I can't. I'm
Hey,
just
remember,
saying, like, I can't imagine a world where they didn't have final approval to release.
They
this movie.
showcase Karate Champ and Bloodsport.
They actually
Mario
had-
and Luigi are sick of Princess's shit.
the original cut had an uncensored breast grab from that girl.
Wow.
Yeah,
Trying to think, is this the first movie that featured like just first party games? I'm thinking about like war games that just like had. That's not really a video game. It's more
Right.
like just a simulation.
you mean like a video game? That you,
like
as
a
person, could
published
play?
video game. Yeah,
Interesting.
exactly. It's probably the first one I'm thinking of now that there's movies about video games. These
Oh, we're
days.
going to revisit video games soon in episodes. listeners.
Absolutely. No question about
interesting note, video games will be seen again and soon.
Are we
I'm
doing the
just-
Lawnmower Man?
Not yet.
No, not yet. It might be on the menu.
I mean, you didn't get to talk about Johnny Mnemonic's rival graphics. To
I know, man. I really am sad that I missed that because I really wanted to talk about Dolph Lundgren in that one.
Yes.
Well, we talked about Dolph versus Dolph.
yeah.
There's two Dolphs. There's two Dolphs.
Dolph fight.
You need 2 Dolphs.
Yeah.
Double Dolph.
This movie needed 2 Dolphs.
This one could have benefited from one Dolph.
Yeah.
true.
Well, when you get to a certain age, you got to do double Dolph.
If Dolph was the character chasing down the kid as the preacher, would have been so good.
What was that guy's name?
Oh,
anyway?
yeah.
Street
See?
Preacher. Dolph Lundgren's name was Street Preacher.
I mean, the guy in
Oh,
this
Bain
movie.
Bridge, or he had some
Yeah,
thoughty last name.
Wait, who?
The guy in this
man
movie
hunter,
who's hunting
the boy
the
hunter.
boys.
Putnam.
Yeah.
Putnam, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, were they like, hey, can you make this guy look like a pedophile?
Yes.
Like,
They
yeah, we could do that.
absolutely
All right.
have
Hey,
requested.
it's a
Succeeded.
Nintendo movie. Of course we're going to do that.
Yeah, that's why I want to. Yeah, spinoff. So yeah, Corey runs away, steals Jimmy, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go to California?" And he's like, "That's what I've been saying the whole GD time, bro. Let's do it."
Let's go.
So they sneak upon a hostess truck and eat a bunch of cupcakes, and then they go to like some like Death Valley scenario. Then they eventually make their way to a bus stop.
Yay.
The bus
Busted.
stop. You know, that's where all the video game hijinks happens.
Yeah.
At a
Yeah.
bus stop in the middle of Death Valley.
That's where all the middle-aged businessmen go to play video games.
Well, they're not there yet. They're not there yet. This
Oh,
is where-
okay.
yeah, this is the round one. So this is the first time, because remember, Jeremy asked, like, where did Jimmy learn how to play video games? If you're not watching deleted scenes, it's right here. Jimmy, he's like, hey, Jimmy, we have a 50 cents. Play Double Dragon, and I'm going to go get us some bus tickets. This is where we are introduced to Haley, who is Jenny Lewis. She's sitting around reading a magazine, and she's kind of like watching this go down. And Corey's like, hey, I want to buy some bus tickets. And the guy's like, dude, you've got $20. You're going jack shit. Like,
did Fred Savage not have any concept of how like the economy
No,
works
he
in
did
this
not.
movie?
Also, have bus
Like,
tickets
dude, I
gotten
just play video
cheaper
games,
over time?
bruh.
yes.
Because when he's like, "Oh, you need like $200 to get to California," like,
Yeah.
bitch, I could fly to California for $200.
$226 for two tickets to
Well,
California.
it was 2 tickets.
Jeremy,
I'm sure that the Greyhound buses were much newer back then.
Jeremy, in Utah, Fred Savage is what's known as dumb. And the guy's like, dude, you would get to like the next stop and you don't even have enough money. That's like $32 a ticket. You have $20. He's like, okay. And then he kind of rolls over and he's like, Jimmy, we got to go. And he's like, oh my God, you got like 50,000 in Double Dragon or like whatever he said. I wrote this down somewhere.
Something like that.
The actual score. He's kind of impressed in all of this. And we see Haley again and she's kind of skulking around. And Fred Savage is like trying to think of a plan. She's like, what are you guys doing? Hey. And they come up with a real quick plan about how he could wax tails. So watch this movie. And he's like, so my little brother could beat your ass in Double Dragon. And she's like, no way. And she's like, I will bet my bus ticket. That's the agreed upon deal because she'll sell it.
Stupid bet.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Jimmy kicks her ass.
What? First of
bus
all,
ticket
why
on a
is
Double
this girl by herself in the bus station?
She says later that her dad bought her a bus ticket to travel home, and this is just a connection. Like somewhere, like she has been traveling. Her dad bought her a series of tickets.
This is like a layover.
Yeah, she has them, and yeah, essentially this is a
the
layover.
bus layover. Those are the best layovers.
I don't
really.
think
I
she
think you get
has
the
a
most
family.
people watching for your buck.
Yeah.
When you're at a bus station,
100%.
and you have a layover.
Yeah.
I kind of like her open-ended backstory of just
Yeah.
she's just a drifter. Like you never. I kind of don't want to throw
Right.
spoilers.
I
around.
mean-
you know, never met her parents or
Right, like we
They
find
had
out what happened to her
drifter kids.
mother.
I like that you're
She does
defending this, Lamar. Like I don't know her.
She's just an open-ended character. You can write her any way she wants. And
Yeah.
she's just free about whatever.
Yeah.
It was 50,000 points.
There you go.
on it.
Good work.
I would have made her
Nice.
a fucking ninja, dude. If she could be anything, why not?
She was a ninja.
Why not a fucking ninja?
Simultaneously, as this is happening, you guys have alluded, there's another character on board. The stepdad, Bateman, and Christine, essentially the former stepmom, but the mom to Jimmy, they hire a child detective of sorts. And his name is Putnam, and he is now has money and like power of state or some sort where he is able to go hunt down children and bring them back to their parents.
Yeah. Hunt is the word.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he hunt? He was hired by the school, I think.
He was hired by
He
the
was hired
parents.
by Putzman or
The Bateman,
Gilbert or Bateman.
Oh, it was the
He was-
parents.
he was
okay.
the stepdad.
Okay.
because
At
he's
some
sick
point
of
in
his
time in
school
my
and
life,
being-
I want to meet somebody, or they're like, I'm like, what do you do? And they're like, I hunt down children.
Yeah.
Well,
your
I mean-
business card just
Enough
says
said, sir.
Jeremy Child Hunter.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, this job clearly exists to some extent,
Yeah.
but you guys have noted, like, this guy is, like, super creepy.
He's
Like-
wearing a bolo tie.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Shit. I just labeled him weirdo through my notes.
He shows like he has got the bolo tie. He's wearing like the country western jacket with like the business on the shoulders, like everyone in Dallas wears. Yeah, he just looks like a fucking butthole.
And he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he is. Like, he's super creepy. It's super weird.
Yeah, he goes up to the dad. I'm assuming the dad, like Beau is the dad of Jimmy, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Like it is his DNA that is in Jimmy.
But he has zero
Yeah.
custody.
Yeah, from the first.
He has zero custody, but still, he goes up to the dad after this like meeting, and he's like, "Hey,
Like, hey,
you
fuck
get in
you."
my fucking way of finding your own child, and I'll fuck you
Yeah.
up, buddy."
Don't you dare find your own child.
Yeah. Well, Haley loses all this, misses her boss, and basically has to cough up a bunch of cash. But she basically joins the crew, and they're able to get a bunch of money hustling other people because they don't think Jimmy's going to be that good. She highlights that her dad is a trucker, and there's a code on the road, and they're basically hitchhiking now, getting back to or going towards California, and Haley along the way, she's going to Reno, Nevada. In this, like a bunch of idiots, they're in the back of a pickup truck in one of their hitchhiking adventures. She's flashing insane amounts of cash, and she's fanning it out like for what seems like all of
like
my
she's in a
life.
rap video.
Right.
Like,
Well,
alright.
it's like $80.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's also him as well.
Yeah, every time any
She
of them
makes 'em.
have
She
money,
makes 'em.
they're
Yeah.
fanning it around.
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
dude, it's always present. They're
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
So the
like, I got
drivers,
this-
I got this money right
yeah,
here.
the
though.
drivers of
This
this
full of
truck
cash.
basically pull over and rob these kids and then strand them. So now they're in the middle of nowhere. They walk back to a smaller part of town. Haley notes, "Hey Corey, I know you stashed $4. You need to give it to me." He's like, "What?"
Yeah. It's
He's just-
behind your dick.
Ding dong. And all of a sudden she's like, "I need that money." He's like, "No, I'm in control of this money." And conveniently, they see the two biggest, doofiest businessmen playing a video game with a sweet Tom Petty poster on it. And they go up to him and they're like, or Fred Savage is like, "It's my money, I'll handle it." The hustle, that is. He's like, "Oh, you got some skills?" And like, "Some skills?" He's like, I'm not saying you're bad, but like my little brother could kick your ass." And they look at Jimmy. They're like, "Oh, go on." And Jimmy kicks their ass, and they get a bunch more money. So as they do, they're now just wandering, drifting. They spend the night in a junkyard, having fun. Jimmy highlights the thing, or I'm sorry, not Jimmy. Corey, Fred Savage, highlights. He's like, the things I've brought with me. He pulls out a zombie mask that he's had in his backpack the whole time. Like, not food or money or like a change of clothes. He's just been carrying a zombie mask with him. Again, Jeremy, this is what we call in Utah. People would be like, dumb.
I would love to see how this movie would be remade in today's times. You know, like how could they do
Well,
that?
Amber Alerts would go off.
Oh,
He would be shot.
This movie would end
Ice would
5
swoop in.
minutes in. As soon as that plane saw Jimmy, they would just, I don't know what, they would just film so many people in and just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be
that's
over.
what I say. Like this movie, I can't wrap because I probably haven't seen it as many times throughout the ages as like the first time I saw it when I was a child. And these things, like, I didn't think about these things. I was just like, oh, Nintendo. Oh, that kid's a dick. I know dicks. Not when
Like
I was
Double
a child.
Jeremy
Dragon.
knows dicks.
Double Dragon and dicks.
If there's anything Jeremy knows.
Give me 2 scoops of ice cream. One's a Double Dragon and one's a dick. This guy's putting them both in his mouth. One scoop at a time. Give it to me.
Yeah, like,
Give it to me Corey style.
As an
Arrogant
adult
and
a
mouthy.
father, I couldn't imagine this movie existing in today's day and age.
But what if you're a Dolph Lundgren and a street preacher? Yeah. Would you go after that child? Would you try to get those 80 gigabytes? Whoa.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I would hunt down those 80 gigs.
Yeah, the movie wouldn't have even mattered today because like that kid would have been so drugged out of his mind. He would have just been watching TikTok in his room. He wouldn't have gone.
I mean, you're
anywhere.
missing the real point when Jenny Lewis highlights that Corey, you're thick.
Yeah, so thick. I like him thick.
Yeah, she likes the 10-inch hog.
Yeah.
He's doing the thing.
Oh god.
Makes it double thick.
I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt at some point.
You're gonna put on a T-shirt. boots, shoes, a hat.
just like
Just
this,
have it
like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you would freeze it. Maybe
No, it's like
have
in
it
the 90s,
animated.
where
Oh,
it was like
I know what
every
you
other
mean.
stripe, but
Yeah,
if you moved your head back and
and
forth.
if you
yeah.
move your body a
Yeah.
certain way, you can see it in a certain way.
Yeah.
and if you move a certain way, it will look like his hands are doing the motion.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Listeners,
Listeners, I don't know
Yeah.
what you would.
you don't
You
know.
would just have to
Motion.
envision it exactly.
Yeah, we just need
Do
you guys to
holographic
send
cards.
us like some Kickstarter funds, and we can make all of these dreams come true.
If someone buys 5 shower curtains, I'll make this shirt.
Nice.
Yeah.
So as these kids are hustling their way through the Utah deserts,
We get to an airport strip where they meet Big Bad Lucas.
yeah, they eventually find one of Lucas's friends who notices Jimmy's powers. He's like, he's good, but he's not Lucas.
Two things happen, yeah. So like they do hustle some local teens, and they're like, I don't like this, I'm not paying. And the waitress is like, get the hell out of here. And these kids are like, ugh. But they make a bunch of money off these teens. Like, note that. But then, yeah, some other kid is there. He's like, your bro's good, but like he ain't as good as Lucas. And like, show us Lucas. Enter Lucas.
Lucas.
This is such a pud.
Yeah, Lucas is wearing a duster with some kind of like Asian symbol on the back. It's like 1,000 degrees outside.
Yeah. He was like the first weeb.
Yeah, he's like,
I would also love to know how he got this power glove. Like, how did he says it? I think, but
It's
I
so
don't.
rad.
No, he
So
said
bad.
it's
So bad.
so bad. So bad.
Well, the Power Glove was $80 United States dollars.
Well, the dude says he has
But
97 video games. I'm sure he,
That's all of them.
yeah, like the Power Glove, like when upon released, I'm sure this kid would have had that too.
yeah, you can
I don't know.
easily
I feel
buy
like
that.
he lives in like some backwoods fucking town.
Low
mean,
cost living area.
Like he's
That's how we
hanging out in
afford
front
it.
of like a bus stop or
It's
some shit.
an airport strip.
Yeah.
Like those
Oh,
kids
an
are,
airport.
yeah, the kids are like at a convenience store on an airport strip. So maybe they're making like
what kind of
deals.
airport is
They're making
this,
deals with
dude? This is
pilots.
Yeah, maybe.
You got Nintendo games. You got Power Gloves.
But
airport.
the culture has already been established that you can hustle rando video game players at rando truck stops. So why not? I think Lucas has already just capitalized on that market, and he's just the guy who has a lot of money.
And it's noted.
Like when Lucas wakes up in the morning, he's like, "Mom, I'm gonna go sit down in front of the airport.
Going to the airport.
Yeah.
plays video games.
Store, yeah.
That's how he makes his
Yeah, I'm
money.
gonna hustle people."
Dude, I knew kids like this in like 5th grade. They're hot shit. They're like, I own like 80
They're
video
like-
games, and like in 4th grade, they're like,
Paul,
that's
we're
awesome.
headed to Lambert.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
go,
right.
buddy.
But like in 4th grade, they're like, I own 50 video games. They're like, that's super cool. But then like they got to high school and they're like, oh my god, I know no one and nothing, and then no one ever saw them ever again, and they evaporated.
That was me.
Yeah, because they were fucking hanging out in front of Lambert Airport.
In defense of Lucas, he is a national talent at this too.
National,
Yeah.
Yeah.
national.
That's true.
So talented.
Well, they also know that kid in that diner. In addition to highlighting Lucas, he's like, the only real way to settle this is video game Armageddon. It takes place in California. There's what is it, $100,000?
50.
50. You win
$50.
$50,000.
Big cash.
Yeah, big cash. And Lucas is gonna go there too. And they're like, let's go fight Lucas. Well, they roll up at Lucas's place, as noted. While he's at one area, he's like, I own 97 games. You pick any game you want. Lucas loads up Rad Racer, classic video game, and he takes out what no one had seen until this movie, the Power Glove.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
You're right.
Literally, it is.
You're right when you said this was a advertisement for a Nintendo a commercial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he takes it
becomes
out.
the Borg.
It looks like he does this amazing playthrough on one of the levels. He's
It's
like,
so stupid, dude.
yeah, he's the
like,
future.
He
does it.
fucking Rad Racer.
I like,
loves
this,
it.
I like the sounds you made.
He loves it. Full fist it.
He did. He fisted Rad Racer.
And at this point in time, he's like, I'm the best. And you could see Corey sees that he's kind of eyeing Haley. He's like, keep your power glove off her. And Jimmy does not like this. Jimmy loves Corey, and Jimmy refuses basically to play and just leaves. And they're like, whatever. And that's kind of end Lucas. And then they leave. And basically, this is where the group is about to disband. Jenny Lewis is like, you're an idiot, Corey. Like, you don't understand. Like, you're saying that you like me. Jimmy doesn't like that. And then all of those teens come back and rough everyone up.
How did the teens find him?
It's a small town.
They were in like
really
a,
is.
a hidden bunker in an
small
old
town with a
drive-in
fucking
theater.
airport.
The one kid ratted him out, and he learned a lesson about. Not
That's why he
ratting
didn't
those-
rat out
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
yeah.
time? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, those teens that they hustled earlier, they take all of their money and they say that's for interest. They take Jimmy's hat, beat up Corey a bit, and just leave. Jimmy's lunchbox opens up. This is where we find out more about Jennifer. These are all keepsakes and memories he had. Corey puts it all together like, oh my God, this was his twin sister. They were like glue. As everyone noted in the room, like no one else put this together until this moment in time.
Right.
There was even like a shoe in there. There was like his sister's shoe. was
Both
in
of
there.
them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
All
I didn't-
these doctors he was going. Did they think this bitch was just hungry? He had like a sandwich in there the whole time? What did they think was in the fucking lunchbox?
A
California.
banana and a Capri Sun.
Right, yeah, exactly. He's got like a fruit by the foot and some, yeah, I don't know, man.
You know, something I don't want to say we really skipped over, but there's a lot of things just like simultaneously happening. So through all of this, Sam, the father, takes Nick, the son, who's Christian Slater, Slates.
Slater.
They go on a cross-country adventure or cross Utah into California, sort of cross West Coast
Dude, did
adventure.
they have like a little fucking tree in the
Yes.
back of their
Yeah.
truck the entire time?
They sure
Okay.
did.
It's a beautiful little tree. You pray to that goddamn tree. Like Buddha.
Well, I don't know,
Buddha.
man. I feel like that tree got fucked.
Rub
I
your
feel
belly
the
and pray to the
is, like,
tree.
the sadness of the movie.
It ruined their gas mileage.
It's not.
Yeah.
The extra 80 pounds or whatever.
Yeah. Well, the drag, you know.
It was a drag.
Yeah.
You're such a drag.
Well,
Dad.
they're looking for the kids, and Putnam, that kid detective, noted like, I gotta find them or I don't get paid. But now they've been battling it out at points in time. Putnam slashes Sam's tires. Sam retaliates by just taking a shovel and beating the shit out of his car. Then they ram each other's car. One of the cars gets towed, which is Sam's. That car eventually gets like towed and dismembered, essentially. They're like, we've already stripped it down. So there's a lot of shit that's going on back and forth. If we don't really get to that, it is a story that's happening. While that is happening, Nick and Sam are trying to bond. And how do they bond? A little bit through Nintendo. They're playing Ninja Turtles into the night. I got the scroll.
I got the scroll weapon.
The mecha weapon. Mecha-Turtle's gonna be there. It's all,
That game fucking sucks.
yeah, let's talk about Ninja Turtles NES. This was one of my birthday gifts I remember as a kid. And everyone's demon stages, there's an underwater stage.
Where you have to defuse the mines.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst.
Mike has noted this in playthrough for video games as like the bane to his existence. I don't disagree. I eventually got okay at that level. It wasn't fun doing. It was just like you had to get good at it. You know, the newer Mantra games like get good. That was it.
I couldn't find the scroll weapon, I think is my problem.
Oh, there
Well,
you go.
in which hand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's important that these guys are getting good at so many different video games because it's going to really help them when they get to these
All 90 sessions.
crap.
You don't
I
know
like
what
how
you
you
gotta
said
do.
that.
You know what you gotta do. You don't know the future.
As long as you're good at it.
Yeah.
I don't know the future.
As
I know
long-
my future will not involve the fucking wizard.
How dare you?
How dare you?
California.
Yeah, how dare you indeed?
California.
Crazy.
I know Collin hasn't drank enough because I noted before when there's more drinks, him and I were on the how dare you route. If anyone goes back and listens to Better Off Dead, I think Collin and I said how dare you like 15 times a piece.
You have a how
you.
dare you scale now for Rapid Troop Sucks podcast. It's like when does the audacity happen? As soon as both of these
Well,
guys say,
audacity
how
happens
dare you?
As I'm looking at my notes and I saw thick Corey.
Everything's thick in this movie. Everything will be delivered to you thickly.
What about Velveteen Jones or whatever the
Well, we're about to get
We're
there.
about to come up on
We're about to
that.
get there.
Yeah.
So basically robbed again. These kids don't know what to do. So Haley enlists one of her dad trucker friends, Spanky. Magically, because she's a wizard in different ways, she just knows how to read craps tables and has her friend Spanky bet a bunch of money. They win about $400 or $500. They use all that money to continue trekking to a hotel where the video game Armageddon is happening, right next to Universal or within Universal Studios. They get a hotel, and basically for a couple days, they start practicing all video games. They call a Nintendo hotline. That guy
Yeah,
is
the
helping them
Nintendo
every time.
hotline. I remember the fucking Nintendo hotline. You could call a number and get help with video games.
Absolutely.
Isn't that wild, guys?
Yeah, I mean, and eventually we all talk. That eventually went to a pay system, and the reason I know this is when Nintendo first came out. My brother, a nice little prankster, older than me. Shout out to my brother. My brother.
I think I remember this.
My brother and his friend kept calling this hotline, and they would call with asinine questions. And I remember they were bombarding one guy. They told me all the stories. I was not there for this, and it was like, "Help me! I play this game Mario. Mushroom in my way. Like, what's happening?" And I remember the guy's advice that they gave to my brother, and the guy's like, "Okay, you're playing Super Mario Brothers. You're on level 1-1. There's a mushroom in your way. You need to run and jump really fast. It's tough, but with practice, you'll get it." Like, that was the advice. And then they're calling back up and ask, like, "I am over him. What is what? There's a brick. What's happening?" Like, and then clearly this whole thing went to pay. Well,
I can imagine if this existed now, it'd basically you call up, say like, "Hey, I'm having a problem with this," and their response would just be, "Get good," and hang up on you.
Sucks to suck, bro.
Yeah, sucks to suck.
So was the Nintendo Power
right,
the
noob.
hotline just like an introductory suicide hotline? Like, I'm struggling.
Help me.
You gotta just get good.
Where is the goddamn castle in Zelda?
My
You
wife
just
left me. My dog died.
I've been walking in
Struggling.
Zelda for 5 real life hours.
Right.
Help me.
God damn it,
Bro, you just
Help me.
bro, just thug it out. Thug it out, bro.
get good.
Why is the desert still desert? Help me. Well, the kids make their way to a hotel, and that's what they're doing. They're
It's a
basically-
montage. I like.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Lots of practice on the video games. They're calling this hotline, etc.
Again, all this practice definitely going to come into play.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, they're so let's talk about where they are because I think they're still in Reno at like
They're in Reno.
a
Yeah.
casino
Yes.
that's only video games
Yeah.
and has like little girls with Twizzler cards.
I had some questions about that.
What?
You should not.
Yeah,
there's a 12-year-old
hey,
girl
sweetheart, give me
selling
one of those
candy.
Twizzlers.
Popcorn, candy,
Yeah,
cigarettes.
we see Fred Savage is like the man about town in this arcade, and he's supporting his brother playing video games. Haley is the dutiful one calling this hotline, like really like studious with the notes and stuff like this. Fred Savage is then like hitting on what looks like a 12-year-old waitress. She looks like a showgirl and is like
And,
like the
her
old timey
ass
girls who
cheeks
would
are hanging out of like the bottom of her
Right.
skirt.
It's like the old timey person that would sell like cigarettes on a tray in a casino, and she's
Yeah.
like selling candies and sodas. That's super weird.
What casino is this? And
You want to know?
No.
I would. Is it real?
Mike has his pencil out and a note.
Yeah, I will buy a ticket right now.
I don't know.
I
If
could
you
be
want that on.
fucking-
This is
to see little children at a casino.
Yeah,
No, to play. 'Cause it was a casino full of video games.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
fucking Twizzlers.
All right. If we had to talk about the right part.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I guess I introduced my interest in an awkward time there.
Shit. God
No,
damn.
Mike.
Yeah, that did go a little awkward.
Paladin Mike's armor was tarnished that day.
Yeah,
That's all right.
that's fine.
Well, Putnam,
we're fine,
Putnam
yeah,
rolls
we're
up,
fine.
and
Oh, yeah,
this
he
is
comes
also
in.
another weird scene. This guy's like asking all these bars and people playing at craps tables, like, "Have you seen these kids?" He eventually goes to a pool and he's like, "I'm looking for my son. Like, he's handicapped. He ran away." And this waitress is looking over, and Fred Savage turns around. He's like, "Oh my God, that's one of them." This other waitress is still looking the whole time, like, "Oh, your
You're
other
like, oh
son-
yeah, you found him. Good.
yeah, your other son's at the casino." So he yells to Haley, like, "Oh my God, it's this dude." So they try to find Jimmy, and they run and find Jimmy. And Putnam's already got him. Putnam is like picking him up. And he's like, he is correct in, I guess, what he's doing. He's like, "I have a court order to get you." And Haley just goes, "This guy," like screams in a casino, "This guy touched my breast."
He
the first
touched
thing I
my
heard
breast.
was like, you hear one guy go, "What are you doing?" It's like a cop. Also, Mike noted that during all of this, we were hearing pages like Mr. Smith, please come. But we've got some really weird names. Do you guys
Yeah,
remember both
like
of them?
Jimmy
I know.
Neutron or Jimmy Fire.
Like Velveteen something
Yeah.
was the first one.
They were both great.
I think it's Velveteen Cozy.
Velveteen. Yeah.
and Johnny Love.
Johnny Love.
Love.
Yeah,
Johnny
it's like-
Love,
well-
please come to
Yeah,
the
it's like-
white
it's
courtesy
like- it is like
phone.
the-
It's like
Hotel.
Velveteen Cozy, come to the counter. And then later it's like, Johnny Love, please also come to the counter. So we don't know what's happening. But yeah, the cops come and they take Putnam and he yells like, I have a court order in my pocket. Like you would think someone might pause in all of this, but they do not. And the kids get away. What they do is they then just flee and they go to Haley's house. Haley has been talking up her house. Like, I live in this grandiose house. It's beautiful. It's a small trailer. She's embarrassed about it. Just skipping just to some extent, Corey and her then have a talk on the roof. Jimmy's kind of downstairs. They're kind of bonding. They do have a kiss together. That morning, Putnam does find where they are, steals Jimmy, locks him in the back of a car, says a bunch of creepy shit. I'm your Uncle Putnam. Here's some lollipops. The doors are locked.
Like, he just hucks a handful of
Yeah.
lollipops.
Yeah,
at
that's
his autistic
super,
kid.
yeah, super weird. But Haley does have the foresight to call Spanky and like the road trucker crew. This is kind of crazy because this would not turn out this way. It would be so much worse for Putnam. All the trucks like cut this guy off, and then Putnam has to stop. He's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "So we're friends with Haley and Spanky and like a huge crew." And Spanky goes, I heard you touched your breast. And that, like, you see the scene then leads in like him beating the shit out of him. I just imagine that like you're good friends with someone's father and their daughter, and you're like, you just found out the guy who like touched the 12, 13-year-old daughter's breast. Like,
Right. Like her telling him that she
That would be-
signed his death
yeah,
sentence there.
that's the last time
Yeah.
anyone saw that dude on Earth. Luckily, that guy survived somehow. His,
I mean,
his
it's a
beat up
Nintendo
truck
movie.
or beat up
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, womp, womp, womp. He's got a one up. So yeah, his beat up car, his beat up face. Well, it all goes down to now we're going to video game Armageddon. They get there to California of sorts, and they're going to defeat this, video game championship. So Jimmy does get there. He registers. As Jeremy noted, all of this, practice led to, do you know how to play Ninja Gaiden or Ninja Gaiden, however you
Right.
pronounce it? As one guy's like, Ninja Gaiden, get inside. That guy
He's my
scared me.
favorite character.
He scares
He's
me.
red.
Yeah,
He scares me. And the host scares me.
That guy
Yo,
has
here's-
to be famous
so-
or something. He seems like a weird
This is like the biggest video game like championship. These fucking kids get up to the registration desks. They're like, "Okay, we're here.
Like, can we
wanna
play?" He's
register
like, "Oh,
for
yeah,
this competition. What are we gonna have to do?" This guy's like, "Listen, you're gonna play Ninja Gaiden for like a minute, and then
Right.
you'll compete for $50,000."
There's 2 rounds. There's 2 rounds in this contest.
What?
I was telling
What?
I was telling Collin, in reality, these contests did exist, and they came down
They
to like
do exist,
but-
yeah,
but-
but,
but-
they're not. I mean, come
well,
on, man.
Well, it came down to about 3 games. I know Super Mario 1, Tetris, and Lamar. Do you know the other game? Like, I don't know the other. There's track and field might have been part of it. Like, I'm being serious, or like RC Pro Am.
I don't know Nintendo's official tournament video games, but that sounds about right.
Yeah, like these things really existed. There is a
I feel like you had to play more than just like Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah, no,
And
it was
you're like, all right, you did it, bud.
but it was like 3 games, like the championship. Like, I think a lot of it was you really didn't know the games, but Nintendo has released like versions of this. I know the original Mario Brothers and Tetris were part of this. I do think track and field might have been part of this. I could be wrong with this, but
Did you have to do
those
track and
official-
field with
oh,
like
okay, I
the
see what you
mat
mean.
that you could buy? Remember that mat?
dude, that
I
was part,
do
that was
remember
part
that,
of a
Matt.
track and field thing. Colin, did you look this up?
I was actually looking up the registrar guy.
Yeah.
He's from Pirates
Pirates
of
of
the
the
Caribbean.
Caribbean, yeah.
Wow.
Nice. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Like the tall, lanky guy
Yes,
and the
yes.
fat guy.
Yeah.
He's the fat guy.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good.
That's
good
crazy.
job.
Yeah. So recently in Nintendo, I want to say maybe the back end of last year into this year, on the Switch, they released a tournament edition of
That's
games
right,
that were
yeah.
all this. Like, so this was like the original Nintendo. I don't know much more beyond that. I do know this went into like Super Nintendo and various other things. They had different tournaments over the years. And the Switch, I have not played this or anything. There is a game you could buy, and it's like abbreviated levels and games, and the goal is like get enough points, do this, and you're just thrown into levels and you do that. I have not played it. It is a game that exists. But to cut to the chase in a little bit of this, Jimmy does register. It is him and 2 other people. One of them is Lucas. He goes up against them. They're like, we're in 20 or 30 minutes, we're going to play this last game. It's a game no one has ever played. Be back in 30 minutes. And what happens is all the kids leave. Putnam is there trying to get Jimmy. Lucas is there and sells them all out. And hey, we get a little cameo. Tobey Maguire is one of Lucas's friends. As noted, he says nothing, looks off into the distance. But hey there, Tobey Maguire.
Hey.
Eventually you'll be Spider-Man.
I want to know who played the fucking game show, like the host.
That guy scares me.
Hello, boys and girls.
That guy scares me.
Yeah.
With this, they try to jam all these kids up, but you know what? They make it on time. Jimmy's there at the last moment. Even the host that Jeremy just noted thinks that they're not going to have 3 contestants, only 2. He's like, we've got to start the game. Jesus Christ. But they start the game. Jimmy's there, and you know what the game is? Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh shit!
Through a series of witchcraft and events, Jenny Lewis just knows how to play the game. Jimmy, get the star. Jimmy, blow the flute. Jimmy, use the warp.
Oh, he's expert.
Yeah,
I know this.
Somehow Jenny Lewis knows it all, but you know what? In the end, Jenny Lewis was right because Jimmy does blow that flute. He fingers that flute like Prometheus.
He blows and fingers the flute.
Yeah, and boom, bam, Jimmy wins. He wins the money. Everyone's happy. Beau Bridges, Christine, the stepdad, they're all there. Nick's there. Like, they wrote off Christian Slater like he was an afterthought.
Wow,
He's there.
yeah.
And he's cheering him on. He's like, Jimmy, I didn't care about you, but now you won money. I did. And at the end, they're like, we're all a big happy family. They're driving through. They see these old dinosaurs, like in like this park. It's kind of like a museum. Jimmy freaks out and goes there, and they realize that's where Jimmy and Jennifer hung out. And they piece it all together. And you know what's fun? Probably Jenny Lewis lived a shit life. They say they split the money with
Didn't
Jenny
they
Lewis.
technically kidnap her at the end?
Sure.
I mean, she's going home with these.
Right. They're like, what do we do with this chick? They're like, I don't know. Just
Yeah.
bring her back.
They say they're going to split the money with her, and even if that's the case, she goes home with $25,000. How long is that going to last? We don't really know. Jimmy's okay because now he leaves his lunchbox. He doesn't need those memories of Jennifer anymore. He leaves them in a dinosaur head.
But
As you do.
I think she used that $25,000 to buy a hot dog cart.
Yeah.
It's beautiful
Probably.
in its own way. In its own sad way.
But how did no one remember that they went to this dinosaur?
Because it was shitty.
Because it
Mike.
was like 4
Because
months ago.
these
Mike,
people are
because,
fucking idiots.
because they went for 20 minutes and it was a shit time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Half the kids just use the bathroom and Beau Bridges is like, pack it up and let's go. like Clark Griswold, he's like, roll them up.
Beau Bridges didn't remember the huge dinosaurs out there.
It's like they took one picture. It's not like they were like, oh, this kid obviously wants to go to this one place we went before. They just thought he was trying to run away.
Well, if they had looked in the fucking lunchbox.
Well, yeah, if the kid had used his fucking words, but he's autistic, what do you want, Mike?
Well, I want the parents to look in the goddamn lunchbox.
No.
What's in the box,
Did
Mike?
that kid later become the accountant?
He did. He became the accountant too.
Damn
Has
it.
anyone seen the accountant too?
I have not seen it.
I
yet.
did see
I've
it.
Seen
Yeah,
the
it's on
accountant
Prime
one.
now, man.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna
Take a peek at it.
I'm not even gonna keep talking about that.
Yeah, okay.
That terrible person, actor, human being. So
There we
Paul
go.
doesn't like the Affleck.
Benjamin.
going through, everything's solved. The Nintendo Championship is won. We saw a bunch of Nintendo video games. Putnam is out of business, essentially. Jimmy doesn't need his lunchbox. Haley's going to live a life. And things happened. But you know what? It was our 3rd anniversary, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you listening. So as always, Rabbit Troop Sucks is very appreciative of all of you. And The Wizard was fun, and Nintendo was released in 1985 in America. So before we get to our final reviews of The Wizard in 1989, as always, feel free to reach out to us at rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. If you have any inquiries, if you have some insight, you've been in a movie, you recommend a movie, again, those sound clips, they're up for hostage on Mike. Let us know, rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. Go to our website proper, rabbittroopsucks.com. We have pictures, we have links, we have episode links, various other things. You could write us questions directly there or through our email as noted. We are everywhere podcasts play. I use my podcast app on my iPhone. We are on Amazon. We are on Spotify. We are on YouTube. Anywhere you could think, we are on that podcast. So if there is one platform that you like or want to try out, you're platform curious, go for it. You could do it. And we are on social media, Facebook and Instagram. As always, and sincerely, thank you so much for writing us, especially on our social media. I know a lot of you are like, this is a really cool movie, or this makes me think about a movie I haven't thought about in years, or oh my God, like I want to tell you something. Thank you so much. Like sincerely, we're an ad-free podcast. We do this seriously for free. We just love doing this. So reaching out to us in any capacity is awesome. And if you feel that's great, please leave us a 5 out of 5 star review. Review us in sub capacity. It definitely helps us. Again, we're just paying for this to be published and given to you. So any insight, any kind of cheerleading towards us would definitely help.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what did you think of this film? Tell us about it. In
No.
which hand? In
I
which
didn't
hand?
like
The
it.
Wizard.
I don't like the wizard.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This movie, I feel like I probably liked it as a kid. Watching it now, I just thought it was dumb. A lot of I didn't feel like there were comedic aspects to it, even though they tried. Like I didn't laugh that much throughout. These kids are idiot. I feel like everybody in the whole movie was just grade A idiots.
We love it.
Like they're all idiots, dude. The fucking end, like they could have done something cool with like the competition at the end. We saw the kid play Ninja Gaiden. We saw screenshots of like Ninja Gaiden for maybe 5 seconds. That was over. He won. And then they went to like the $50,000 championship. We saw maybe 12 seconds of Mario screenshots, Mario 3. And that was it, dude.
We did it.
I don't know. I just wanted something more out of this movie. And all of these characters are flawed. Every single fucking one of them. And I don't think they ever got better. Like they exploited an autistic kid for fucking cash and prizes.
Damn, I love your review of this. This is blowing my mind. I love this.
This is, I think, the angriest I've ever seen you, and I can't believe it's about this movie.
That's true, Mike. I totally agree.
Yep.
Well,
So yeah,
I don't
don't
disagree
know.
with you.
It's fine.
Well, Collin,
It's fine.
Collin, you're the first time you've ever seen.
Yeah.
What did you think of The Wizard, 1989?
I think I kind of understand where Jeremy's coming from, and I think if you had seen this as a kid and liked it, you know, you'd have that nostalgic feeling and really, really could appreciate it now. I think that Luke Edwards as Jimmy, the like autistic kid, was actually incredible. Like, I think he absolutely nailed that. Like,
Yeah.
and doing that in the 80s is unbelievable.
Was it the Groucho Marx masks thing that did it for you?
That was it.
Like that's where he shined.
And everyone else was fine. I never really think that Fred Savage is very good in anything that he's in. I feel like that needs to be kind of
agree
said
with
every
you.
once in a while. It's like, he's just like
totally
not,
agree with you.
you know, I get that he's like a kid actor, but like next to Luke Edwards, who is like nailing an autistic role, like his ability to play a normal kid kind of sucks. You cannot like think about this movie at all because the premise is fucking stupid. The advertising is everywhere. These kids get like mugged
So many times.
so many times.
They're like, it's an autistic kid. They're like, he wants to go to California. Why? I don't know. This lady rips
Mug
on a
'em.
magazine. She's like, he probably wants to compete in this. Like, oh, you're right, dude. That's exactly why he wants to go to California.
Yeah.
Those are
Can't
the
take it,
signs.
dude.
You gotta follow the signs.
Yeah. Yeah. The writing was like subpar. Like, it was mediocre at best. You know, I don't know. It was like I get where the love for this movie comes from, but to hop in now and try to like get those emotions is like not gonna happen. The like kind of emotional moment at the very like last 5 minutes, like can almost work. But then if you think about it for 2 seconds, it falls apart again. So don't think about it. Just watch it and have a little bit of fun. And this movie is pretty good.
Colin, what if I told you? California. Lamar, what are you thinking? Wizard, 89, California.
Oh man.
Californication.
Oh, sweet mother of God. I kind of like Colin, how you went after Fred Savage there. I just want to just state that I kind of agree with you. He actually sucks in this. I don't like Fred Savage in this. He's all right overall. I only really know Fred Savage from The Wonder Years. I don't know any of his other works, and I think he's okay in that, and he's okay in this. And this review is kind of biased because I am a video game freak, and this movie is kind of like, I don't want to say religion to me, but it was a coming of age story to me. And I was looking at Fred Savage's age, and I'm kind of was at the same age that he was when he was in his movie. And I kind of feel like I was in his spot, not like I had a video game savant, Ninja Gaiden guy who can just be a champion at everything, but I just love video games, and I wish I had a environment where I can just go out and hustle other video game players, because I was playing a lot of Street Fighter 2 in arcades, and I feel like I can beat you if you can put money on the line, but that wasn't a thing. So this movie kind of resonates with me and my love of this culture. Is it a good movie? I don't know, because this is kind of the first movie that's come around on Rapid Troop Sucks that's blinded me. I'm so nostalgic and ingrained in video game culture that I can't tell if this is a bad movie or not. It won me over with all of its nostalgic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Super Mario Brothers 2, all the Rad Racer, the Power Glove. I had a Power Glove, god damn it. Everybody talks shit about it. I had it.
Still have it.
I don't. I
wearing
lost
it
it
right
long
now.
ago. And it was awesome.
That Power Glove could have been worth billions.
It could have.
Billions.
But I just love every little thing about this movie, and I just can't tell if it's a bad movie or not. I'm going to say that it's a great movie for me. And we were all watching the deleted scenes earlier, and
That was a bad movie.
It was a bad move.
Well, yeah,
and
I'm
a
glad-
bad movie for deleted scenes, especially if you like this movie the way I like it as a nostalgia film. It shows the deleted scenes, and it kind of makes a movie out of something that shouldn't be.
Well, I'm glad there are deleted scenes. I'll
Yeah,
say that.
exactly. They're deleted for a reason.
Yeah.
And I could go on and on, guys, about this movie. I love it so much. I'm kind of blinded. I'm sorry. I can't give you an honest review about it. I just love it.
I'm jumping right to Mike, so I don't have to
Yeah.
edit this down.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Mike, you're in.
Okay. I like this movie well enough. I saw it when it first came out, and I don't think I saw it again until probably Paul, you and I watched it at some point. When it came out, it was a mixed bag for me because it introduced me to Mario 3, which was I enjoyed a lot. It also got me excited for the Power Glove, which was a huge fucking letdown. I think this is probably the first time I had seen Fred Savage in anything, and I wasn't super stoked about that. I to this day I've never seen an episode of The Wonder Years, and I'm never going to. Fred Savage was best in
Wow.
in
Fuck you,
Austin
Fred Savage.
in Austin Powers. That was his best role, and I'll stand by that. But this movie's fun. Like it's kind of dumb. Like it's super improbable. None of it makes sense. But there's a lot of like kind of zany one-liners, and I don't know. I found myself chuckling a lot in this movie. I've never had a bad time watching it, but it is not very good. But yeah, it's fun. I had fun with it.
I go in full nostalgia. Like, to make mine quick, I really do like this movie. I saw this movie in the theater. As Lamar noted, like, I like these video games. I'm nostalgic for Mega Man and Ninja Gaiden and all these games of the sort. So seeing all this is great. Wonder Years is fantastic. That is like ultimately where Fred Savage shines. Even though I've noted like my love for Little Monsters clearly comes from nostalgia. He's in other movies as well that I grew up watching, but more bit parts. I would say this, Little Monsters, The Boy Who Could Fly, and The Wonder Years are kind of like his childhood.
Damn, The Boy Who Could
reels.
Fly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
So with all that, like I really do love watching this movie. The soundtrack's kind of fun. You get Real Life, Send Me an Angel. You get New Kids on the Block. It's just kind of all over the place, fun, like late 80s stuff. This trickles into the early 90s as well. But yeah, like I just love this movie. Watch this movie alone, watch it with a group. Clearly mixed bag in this room. I totally get it too. Like if you didn't really have the nostalgia for it, I don't know how much it would hold up. It's awesome to see Jenny Lewis as a kid, especially if you like any of Jenny Lewis's music, which I do find diverse across the board. I'm a huge Beck fan. Jenny Lewis has worked with Beck a lot, and she's opened up for Beck, various other things. But I don't want to go too far on that. With this, next week, we are coming back to 1985, Brewster's Millions. I love John Candy. John Candy's going to be a part of that. So Richard Pryor, John Candy, a couple other cameos that you'll see. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for 3 years, our 3-year anniversary. It's super fun looking at The Wizard. Again, the Nintendo was released in 1985, 40 years ago. It changed the entire gameplay of at-home gaming. We could go on and on that for another 2 hours.
Well, hey, in all seriousness, do you think that the Nintendo Power Glove would have been more successful if it would have been named the Nintendo Fister?
Yes.
Well, all I could say is, as always, Rabbit Troop sucks.
You touched my breast.